The quantum humanism framework basically comes from being able to bridge technical sides with the human side in a context. I do believe that everything has to exist, but not overlap. So clearly delineating what humans are best at, that's setting the objectives, clearly drawing the strategic roadmap, versus what machines excel at. And that's the technology, that's the pattern recognition, those are the algorithms. So letting AI do what's best at and humans what they're good at. And so not expecting AI to be human-like intelligence, but really knowing that AI needs to follow parameters described or set by the objectives. And then step 3 is, okay, as AI provides an output, then that output is thrown back to experts and leaders to evaluate given the overall organizational context, industry context. So 3 pillars: purpose, where humans set the objectives of what AI should do for their business. Second, you run the algorithms with that specific set of objectives. And 3, you evaluate the outputs and make decisions after that.
And how does this framework influence what kinds of questions a CEO or an investor should ask about AI?
It kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier. The first pillar, the purpose, so the human objectives, usually will take you down the path of what kind of customer problems we are solving. What do we want from AI? What would it bring us if we look 2-3 years down the line as a bigger organization, or expanding in different industries, or expanding the position we currently have as a business in the industry? So those would be the questions definitely executives would be able to address and look for answers later on through application of AI in that first pillar. In the second pillar, you get the usual questions of, okay, where are we from a technical perspective? Is our architecture, where is it in terms of ability of adoption of AI? Do we also want to have something built in-house, or do we bring in open source models that we fine-tune and be able to specialize them for the particular context of our business? So this type of technical questions will be asked and answered in that second pillar. And then the third pillar, that being the most important, is how do we think of that collaboration? Where do we plug that human in the loop step so we are basically able to evaluate at all times what AI is doing, how it is answering and following the objectives that we set, what kind of iterative decisions we might want to do as we maybe alter, adjust objectives as we see the output from the algorithms.